Hello students, welcome to part 1 of lecture 2, writing a literature review. In this lecture video, we will be discussing about what is a literature review and what are the general guidelines to writing a literature review. So let's begin. So what is a literature review? The literature review provides an overview of the important research conducted by scholars or researchers in the relevant field. So I hope all of you have already heard about the literature review. Basically, you can say it is the summary of all credible sources that have been published, on a specific topic. You can think of it as a big survey, of what experts in a certain field, have discovered. So literature review, they are super helpful for researchers or scholars who want to identify what is already being studied and what gaps still exist in knowledge. They are useful, especially these literature review in research work and technical report writing, because they provide an overview of a particular topic's theoretical background. So the next time you are doing some research or writing a technical report, you need to make sure that you check some of the literature reviews so that you can get a better sense of what's out there. So let's discuss general guidelines to writing a literature review. So the first step is we need to select a research topic. So we need to introduce the literature review by pointing out the major research topic that will be discussed. So when it comes to selecting a research topic, it is important that you choose a subject that is of your interest, and you need to have some background knowledge on that subject or that topic. So this will not only make the research process more enjoyable for you, but it will also make it easier for you to analyze and understand the literature that you are going over. But of course, you need to take some time to explore, different topics, and then you need to narrow down your focus until you find a specific area of interest. As you go more and more into the literature, you need to be open to revise your topic, like for example, or scope of your work, as you learn more about the subject matter. Additionally, it is very important to have a clear cut research question or question that you propose to investigate. By taking time to carefully select your research topic, you basically are laying the foundation for a successful literature review and primary research. Then the next step is you need to identify the broad problem area, but don't be too global. For example, you start discussing the history of concrete, whereas your topic is on the topic is basically effect of sulfate on concrete microstructure. So you don't need to be too broad, or you don't need to be too global. When you are starting, especially the research topic or research project, it is significant to identify the broad problem area that you need to investigate. However, you don't want to be too global in your research statement or in your reviews. Otherwise, what will happen? It will leave you with a lot of research questions that you need to answer. And what will happen? Then you will not have any specific focus. So what you need to do? You need to identify a specific area of interest. What will happen? It will help you to direct your research efforts, and they will produce more accurate and helpful results. So take some time to think about your research, okay? And what is your research interest? And then you need to identify the broad problem. And this problem should excite you, should give you energy, should motivate you. But remember, you don't need to be too broad. Okay. Then the third one is you need to discuss the general importance of your topic for those in your field. So first step, khalas, you are finished selecting a topic. You have already picked a topic, okay, for your research interest or for your research paper or for your technical report. But have you ever considered what is the importance? What is the general importance of your topic for those that are in your field? Huh? And then that's why we say it is important that you need to demonstrate, you need to show, or you need to show the relevance of your research topic or your research or your technical report to your colleagues or to your classmates or to other academic community. So by researching and writing on a topic that is important to your field, what you are doing basically, you are contributing to the ongoing conversation. You are enhancing knowledge and understanding, and potentially you are even impacting the future research. So when you address a topic that is important to your field, you basically showcasing your knowledge, skills, expertise, and you are demonstrating your ability to make meaningful, relevant contributions. So take some time to think about the broader importance of your research and make sure you highlight it in your paper. Then some other important guidelines are that you don't attempt, or you should not attempt to cover everything written on the topic. You will need to pick out the research that are most relevant to solve a specific problem in a civil engineering. You will need to conduct a literature review as an evidence to show your research fills a gap. So now you have already selected a topic, and we have already discussed that we don't need to be too global or we don't need to be too broad, and we have already learned how it is important to you, how it is important to your colleagues, how it is important to your to other academic community in a broader sense. Then we need to focus that it is impossible to cover everything on that topic, even though we want to cover everything, but we cannot. We need to be having a specific focus, special focus. So that's why we say that it's not a best approach. Instead, what we need to do, we need to focus on picking out the research that is more relevant to solving the particular problem, or in civil engineering or any other field you are, but specifically we are talking about from the civil engineering point of view. So what will happen? It means that we need to do a literature review, or we need to conduct a literature review, and we need to critically evaluate which sources are more suitable, more appropriate, more useful, and they will provide basically evidence to support our research. By doing this, we can demonstrate that we are filling the gap in the existing research. So don't try to cover everything. Be strategic and targeted in your approach. Then it is important to cover the scope of your research topic or project. Research in the literatures that explains the relationship between the identified variable in your topic should be of top priority. Plan the structure of your literature review and write from this plan. So what does this mean? All these 3 points, important points. It is very important to make sure that you cover the entire scope of your research topic or project based on the factual data, based on the real data. Okay, what is the reason? Because research is all about understanding the relationship between different variables. Okay, this is what the second point is, that you are involved in your topic, and you cannot possibly do the justice to the subject matter if you skip over any important information or skip over any important component. So it is also significant, or you can say important or crucial, to plan the structure of your literature review so that you can write from a clear and coherent plan. Okay, by this is also, all these three one are very very important, that but all these guidelines basically they are motivating us that we want to engage our readers, and we need to ensure that our readers are understanding the importance of comprehensive covering of the scope of our research topic or their research topic or project. Hope this lecture video is clear to you. See you in the next part or second part of lecture 2.